me, your man, Louie T. Welcome to the 2018 NFL Draft Prospects 101 series, your guide to some of the biggest and hottest names of the 2018 NFL Draft. We're talking running backs, and this next running back is a guy that I think is a little bit off the radar. I've got a comp for you, and I think a lot of you probably see the same similarities and characteristics in this back. He doesn't do much for me, but I think he brings a lot to the table. It can help a team if you're looking for a home run threat out of the backfield. I think this is your guy. A little disappointed that he wasn't able to really perform at the combine, injured himself, pulled a hammy, wasn't able to perform. We're really looking forward to seeing him catch it out of the backfield because he didn't catch it a ton at SC, and a lot of people want to see, can he catch the football? I really wanted to see what his speed was because on the tape, he looks like he's dynamic and full of explosiveness. So I wanted to match a time to that, but the USC Pro Day is coming up, so we'll get to put times. We won't really get to see him catch the football, but if he can catch it, I think there's value here. But again, not really my cup of tea per se, but again, this guy's dynamic and can help some team in the National Football League. I'm talking about USC running back Ronald Jones II. So let's talk about his pros and why this guy is going to be a second-round pick for sure and going to help some team out of the backfield, whether it's catching it, running it, or doing a little bit of both. You start with his pros. Speed! Look, we can't put a time to his speed at 5'11", 205. That seems scat backish, if you know what I mean in terms of that 205. Again, when you get into the NFL, it's not uncommon for a guy to put on an additional 5 to 7 pounds in his rookie season going into his sophomore year. As you get into a weight training program, it's not uncommon for a guy to put on an additional 5 to 7, even 10 pounds. It's not uncommon, or if you're a bigger back like a Le'Veon Bell, it's not uncommon to cut weight and get into better shape. In his case, Ronald Jones needs to put on a little bit more weight, but he can run. We can see that on tape. I think we can all agree that even not being able to put a time to what he does, he's a track athlete. You can watch him outrun angles. You know, Pac-12 after dark, you're watching this guy outrun angles all day long. And so I watched him against Arizona State, just rip him a new one. I mean, just absolutely tear him a new asshole. There's no doubt in my mind that this guy can run. So speed for me, definitely a huge pro for Ronald Jones. Probably going to be his biggest asset coming in to the league. Quickness, I think there is some quickness here with him. Is he using the quickness to make you miss? I don't think so. I don't think that's part of his game, but is he using the quickness to get in and out of cuts to potentially set up a big run? Yeah, I think there's a lot of that there. And so, yeah, there's some quickness with Ronald Jones II. Acceleration definitely goes along with his speed. If you ask me, his acceleration might be among the best in this draft, maybe second to Saquon Barkley, but his acceleration is top notch. He gets to 60 top speed, that fifth gear, in about 3 steps. And so when you can turn it up that quickly, you're going to outrun a ton of angles. And that's what we watched him do at SC quite a bit throughout his career. Agility, again, a lot of his work is done around the line of scrimmage when you're talking agility, not out in space down the field. But again, he does have agility, can string cuts together, doesn't have to break stride to do it, which allows him to then separate away from defenders. Toughness and durability, that's something that I think with the hammy at the combine, and then he did miss a game with a thigh injury during the season. You might question that a bit. I don't. Until you show me that you can't stay healthy, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and say that you can. And just missing one game with the thigh contusion and the hammy at the combine, that's not going to scare me. If I'm a team looking for a dynamic home run hitting type of back, I'm not going to be scared away by a one-game injury and the hammy at the combine. These things happen, but what that does tell me, the hammy at the combine does tell me, is that we're dealing with a tightly wound athlete that may need special treatment when you get to the next level. You know, some of these backs, they're like finely tuned cars, and they're like these muscle cars. Look, you don't want to bring them out too often, right? You keep them in the garage, you take good care of them, you put that little tarp over them to keep them from getting dust and all of those things on them. You whip them out every now and again, take them for a spin, and then you put them back in the garage. You may have to take Ronald Jones. He may be one of those athletes where you got to take him to the shop to get him tuned up every now and again. We'll see, but I'm right now saying that he's got toughness and durability. That's not an issue for him. Awareness. I feel like of the backs that I watched get out of the backfield in some pass protection sets, he seems to be the one that understands, hey, look, man, y'all got it. There's 5 of y'all up front. They're only rushing 4. Y'all don't need me back here. I'm going to just go ahead and get into the route. If that's okay with y'all, I'm going to go ahead and make myself available for the quarterback. I love that, okay, because that's going to be key at the next level, especially for a guy that's 5'11", 205, where you know most likely you're going to have to carve out a third down niche for yourself at the next level. You better get out into that route and make yourself another eligible for the quarterback to get the football to. He seems to understand that concept. I like that. So unlike most of the backs that I've watched, he was one of the few that seemed to understand my presence back here. It's not necessary. Y'all got this. They only rushing 4. 5 of y'all to pick up 4. I don't need to be here. I'm going to go ahead and get out into the route if that's okay with y'all. Cool. I'm going to do that. So I like that with Ronald Jones II. Ball security. He doesn't fumble the football. Plain and simple. He doesn't put it on the carpet. End of discussion. Love it. Want more of it. Patience. He's very, very patient. Allows blocks to develop. Allows holes to open up. And when you got that kind of acceleration, burst, and speed, when you've got patience to go along with it, it goes a long way in hitting those home runs that we talked about at the top with Ronald Jones II. So I believe that there is a ton of ex-Kansas City Chiefs running back Jamal Charles in Ronald Jones II. I really do. I see Jamal Charles. Remember, Jamal Charles wasn't breaking dudes up. Jamal Charles wasn't shaking the draws off of anybody. Jamal Charles was outrunning angles, period. End of discussion. If you thought you were catching him because you had an angle, he was outrunning your angle. I see Ronald Jones II being able to do a lot of those things as well. As you go to the cons, vision. I'm not in love with his vision. There are times where I feel like he's not seeing some opportunities on the backside. He's not seeing an opportunity to take a 3-yard run and turn it into a 13-yard run or a 7-yard run with a simple cutback. I don't think his vision is top notch, but again, I hate to be overly critical of guys and their vision and what they aren't or are doing on the field, decisions that are being made, because again, you don't see what they see when they see it. So again, what we see on television, it's easy to diagnose, but in the moment when it's happening, these things happen in split second, real time. Hard to say, hey, you should have did this. Only the elites can do that. And I don't think he's an elite. So again, I'm not gonna kill him for his vision. I think it could be better, but who am I to judge? Make you miss. No MYM for me here. Again, he's looking to beat you with speed, not with the quicks and the jukes, okay? He's not, like I said, he's not giving you any of this. There's no shimmy with Ronald Jones II. Just a lot of speed, a lot of 0 to 60 real quick, all right? So I don't think he's making anybody miss. I don't think that's a part of his repertoire. Contact balance and yards after contact. Again, another one of these guys that if he could just keep his feet, he'd be dangerous. But that's not something that he does very well. Much like Sony Michel, he's another guy. You just get a piece. You just need to get a toe. Get a pinky toe. Okay? Get your finger on the big toe. He's going down. All right? Get a piece of the knee, man. Just get a little piece of that ACL. He's going down. All right? He doesn't keep his balance after contact. There's so many runs where you watch him and he doesn't break that last tackle, and he knows. He slams the ball on the ground or he hits the ground with his fist like, damn, if I would have just broke that tackle, I was going. Yeah, I know you would have been going. I'm watching the game. There's nothing but space and opportunity between you and the end zone if you find a way to break that arm tackle, but you couldn't. And that's the problem with him, is I need him to break those tackles. Receiving ability. Is it really a con? It's only a con because I didn't see him catch it at SC. Is that his fault? No. I just don't know if he can catch it or not. Doesn't mean he can't. I just don't know if he can. So until I have the answers, I'm going to err on the side of caution and just say he's not a receiving threat right now. But I think he can catch, and I think he will be, but I just need to see it. So for right now, receiving ability is on the cons list. Pass pro, not at 205 pounds. I don't love him in the pass pro game. I saw guys straight run him over in pass protection, like just straight ignore the fact that he was there. Oh, you trying to block for the quarterback? Okay. Well, I'm 235 pounds, so I'm gonna just run you over. And if you want to get this punishment on my way to the quarterback, feel free to just stand there and take this. All right. But if you are smart, you just move the hell out the way. And there were a couple of, ole! I'm gonna just move out the way and let you do what you do, man. You're gonna get there anyway. I don't need to take punishment on your way to the quarterback. So I don't love him in pass pro. He's got to get much better at that. He'll cut you quick. But what happens when that dude says, hey, I'm gonna just jump over this poor attempt for a cut block? I'm gonna jump over that. And when he tries to go head up, it doesn't end well for him usually. So I don't love him in the pass pro game. And as a third down scat back, you got to be able to do that to get on the field. So I need to see more of that from him. Stamina, snap volume. Again, he split carries at SC, so I don't really know if he can carry the load. So I've got questions. I don't have enough answers. So once again, I'm erring on the side of caution. But again, is he that bad in the volume department? Can he give me more stamina? If I put him on the field for 3 downs, can he stand up to that workload? Probably. But again, I didn't see it. So because of that fact, it's a problem for me right now. Versatility. Again, if he can catch, he's versatile. But he can't, I don't know if he can catch, and I don't love his pass pro, as I already mentioned to you. So right now, I'm looking at a home run threat. I'm looking at a one-trick pony right now. Because I don't think he's a in-between the tackles, bang-it type of running back at 205 pounds. I think he's a guy that you're looking to hit the home run with. But then I don't want him on the field on third downs because I don't know if he can catch. And I know I don't love him in pass pro. So where's the versatility? Where's the extra added benefit of putting Ronald Jones on the field? Is he running back kickoffs? Is he a punt return guy? I didn't see that at SCD either. So again, where's the versatility? I don't know if I'm getting the best bang for my buck with Ronald Jones until I can be assured that he can do some of these other things that I need him to do. Moving forward, leg drive. Again, I talked about that with the contact balance, similar to Sony Michel. I just don't see it. You know, undersized guy. I don't see him moving the pile. I don't see him giving me that extra yard after contact. Can he? Sure, he probably can. I didn't see it enough to feel confident in going the extra mile and declaring that this is what this guy brings to the table. So again, another instance where maybe he can, I just didn't see it, so I say that he can't until he proves to me that he can. You get where I'm going with this? A lot of Ronald Jones II's cons are things that I just need him to prove to me. Not necessarily he can't do it. I just need you to show me you can do it. Okay? I'm from Missouri, not really, but I need you to show me. Okay? So, show me what you can do. Show me, so I can believe it, so I can preach it. But until then, I can't roll with it. So, for me, Ronald Jones II is a guy that he's limited in what he brings to the table at this point. Now, you go through his pro day and you're able to work him out individually as a team, and he shows you some of these things that you question. Hey, all right, maybe we can put some of those to rest, and maybe he has more value. But until then, I don't see it right now. So check out his rating on LouieTNetwork.net to figure out where he fits in the pantheon of running backs in the 2018 draft class, and where he fits in the overall scheme of things in the 2018 NFL draft class. So with that being said, I'm your man Louie T, signing off. Remember, we changing the game over here, period. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Got plenty more of these coming your way. And so, I say adios. See you next time.